So to me, Arch Manning isn't quite settled in yet to show us how great he can throw lasers around the football field and throw crisp spirals.
Well, and I think you see it even in the highlights of the good, right? The arm angle, we've been focused on it. It's like it's off a little bit. The footwork isn't quite there.
Exactly.
And listen, they have a couple games here. This was one of 3 to get right, get confident before they have to go up against Florida in another meaningful game. So I think you have to be encouraged by the touchdown throws. He ran for 1, the confidence that built throughout the game, but still be concerned about just like kind of the technical details.
Exactly right.
So I want to circle back to what you were saying with Steve Sarkisian, because he took a lot of criticism last week. Play design wasn't very creative, didn't feel... And part of that was you got a young quarterback going on the road. You don't want to do too much. I thought he made a mistake not going more tempo. Today, you saw the ways that he could elevate his young quarterback because both of the touchdowns that we showed there were schemed up passes that were wide open. And I think that's why a lot of us were so excited to see what Arch would look like, is because we knew Sark could put him in the position to make some big-time throws. So when that play calling's on point, he looks like a much better player.
And that play calling we didn't see last week, right?
No,
we talked about it. We thought that maybe the way it started, Sark pulled back, right? And he was like, he's not ready for some of those play calls against the Ohio State defense, but we got to see it a little bit.
They opened the vault today. And that's why they're excited about Arch Manning, is I think they know we can just go through the Rolodex of plays, the whole offense, and he can handle it mentally. Last week, like we came on air and talked about, it wasn't so much that. I mean, Matt Patricia was doing things where Sarkisian never felt like he can get in a rhythm, and Arch Manning, of course, off of that was never in a rhythm either. Today, you saw the first quarter be a little slow, but where Sarkisian's really good is once he starts to go, ooh, they're playing me like this when I go into a trips formation, or playing me like this when I have 2 tight end sets. Then he starts dialing up the game plan plays like Josh was talking about.
Running the under route with the tight end and then telling him to take that upfield, that's 100% seeing an opening in the defense and saying, next time we get that look, I'm dialing this one up and it's going for a touchdown.
I mean, that is partly why it is more concerning if he does struggle, because he has been put in a good spot with good talent around him and a good coach who knows how to scheme up some of these plays.
I mean, that's why people had him as the preseason Heisman pick, right? Because it was that pairing and being in Steve Sarkisian's offense in that quarterback room for 3 years. That's why the expectations were so high.
The talent around him is an interesting point, though, because Wingo was supposed to be the guy at wide receiver, and he's looked like he's been off to a slow start as well.
Couple drops.
Parker Livingstone has been kind of the guy who stepped up. I'm not sure anybody had him on that list at the beginning of the year.
Definitely not. Definitely. The skill guys feel like they're not comfortable altogether either. The running backs, I mean, yes, you're right. They haven't popped the way I expected them to.
All right, so